Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Ninja Mommy. Psh, do you have a bomb? Hey yo terrorist, get out of my country, go back to where you came from. I heard she's friends with ISIS. Take that towel off your head. Yes guys, believe it or not, I have heard all of these and much worse. What could be worse than this? Just use your imagination. So I have dealt with a fair share amount of Islamophobia in my life, but how do I go about dealing with it? So let's get right into it. Number one, I usually use humor. I just laugh it off and I try to come back with like a funny remark for people, as you've seen in many of my short videos where people have left some really mean comments and I responded with like some sass and some humor and, you know, just some sarcasm. And I feel like that usually gets the message across. Sometimes there are bigots that just come back around and then they come out stronger. They come back with stronger and harsher and meaner comebacks to me. And it just goes back and forth and I try my best and just laugh it off. And honestly, humor works in a lot of the situations because I can't really get offended on every single comment. And humor works in a lot of the situations because if I started getting offended on every single Islamophobic comment, my life would be miserable. There are a few comments that just stuck out and like kind of hurts my feeling. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a human being, so it does get to me at times. And when I do get offended, I just kind of like tell that person off, like, you're being really mean, that's not true. So I try to use education. I try to educate the bigots. I try to educate the people who are being Islamophobic towards me and see if that makes a difference in their thinking. I've noticed a lot of the Islamophobic comments that I get is from lack of education. Like, some people genuinely want to know, and the best way they know to get attention from me is to just say something really mean and see if that gets the conversation going. And that usually works because I do respond to those and I talk to them and I educate them, and there have been times where people are like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me about it in such a nice manner, because majority of the time people get so offended. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. Why not change your approach a little bit? But anyways, I just try to talk to them and they're like, you have really helped me get rid of my Islamophobia. And listening to you and after talking to you, I realized that not all niqabis and all hijabis are like the same way, and Muslim people are actually very kind people. So education is my weapon number two. Like, I do have weapons, guys. My weapon is humor. My weapon is education. These are my number two weapons that I use against bigotry. I feel like it's 2021. There should be no excuse for Islamophobia or bigotry of any sort. People should educate themselves and go out and learn and ask in a respectful, kind manner. And when you do that, me or people like me will be more than happy to answer all of your questions. But if you go around spewing hate, like, no one's really gonna listen to you and they're not gonna pay attention to you. They're just gonna call you a bigot and move on with their life, you know? So if you want people to listen to you, if you want education, just ask in a very respectful manner and we'll be glad to like answer any questions that you might have. I noticed there was an increase in Islamophobia after the whole 9/11 incident that took place. Muslims literally feared for their lives. We were just as much scared of terrorism as anybody else was. So like, non-Muslim Muslims were like really scared of what took place, and it impacted us both because there are many Muslim people who are actually born in the States, in America, in Canada, in Europe, in the West, guys, and they are American, believe it or not. So like, it impacted everyone on an emotionally deep level. So to cast someone just because of their religion or race is internally wrong. It's wrong. It's been wrong throughout our history. We have seen it. We've seen it happen to Jews. We've seen it happen to blacks. We've seen it happen to Muslims, and now we're seeing it happen to Chinese. It's just, people love to spew hate and just target one individual, just target one group, and it's wrong, and it needs to stop, guys. Luckily, ever since I moved to Canada, I have actually not experienced any Islamophobia personally, and I'm so grateful for that. The only Islamophobia I face now on a daily basis is online, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram. People love to like write hateful comments sometimes, and that's about it. In real life, alhamdulillah, praise be to God, I have not experienced any Islamophobia, but that's not the case for everyone, right? There are women, there are men, children, Muslim people out there that are experiencing Islamophobia one-on-one. My advice for all of you guys is that education, education, education. Educate yourself about who Muslims are, what they're all about. Separate Islam and Muslims from ISIS. Completely two different things, guys. As much as ISIS would like you to believe that we're the same, we're not. Also understand and realize that terrorism has no religion, has no race, has no gender, has no age. Terrorism is universal, guys. So, yeah. If all Muslims were terrorists, guys, there is about 1.8 billion Muslims in the world. If every single Muslim person was a terrorist, this world would not exist. Like, it would cease to exist. So, no. Muslims and terrorists, again, two different things, guys. Also pay special attention to the cases when a Muslim person does commit a crime in the media. That person's religion is highlighted. So for example, let's say Fatima committed a crime. They would say, a Muslim girl named Fatima committed a crime. Versus Jack, who is white American. Can I say that? Yeah, okay. Who is American, a Caucasian boy committed a crime. The headline would say, Jack committed a crime. Or a boy committed a crime. So you see the difference. Like with Jack, whatever religion he is, let's say Christianity, it's not going to say a Christian boy named Jack committed a crime. But when a Muslim person commits it, Islam and her or him being Muslim is highly, like highlighted to the max in every news, every media outlet. So pay attention to that propaganda, guys. Pay attention to how the media influences the way you see things. Don't just believe everything you see and hear on media. Educate yourself. Be friends with Muslims. Get to know Muslim people. Watch my videos and you'll realize that we are just like you. One of the reasons I wanted to start talking about Islam on social media was to get rid of the stigma that people have against Muslims, that people have about niqabis or Muslim women or hijabis, that they're oppressed or they're terrorists. I wanted to put myself out there, share my life story with you guys, share who I am, share things about my faith and my religion to let you in, to let you get to know me and my religion a little bit better so you understand that, hey, she is just like us. She gets hurt, she gets hungry, she gets thirsty, she sleeps. She does things just like we do. She's a normal human being. And that's what I want everybody to understand, that we are not some crazy terrorists that do crazy suicide bombings and crazy things. Like, we are people just like you. And I see it in the comments, I read it, and I realize like how many of you have been influenced by my videos and how many of you have said that they changed their mindset about Muslim women, about Islam because of my videos, and that makes me really happy. That makes me feel really good that yes, I am making a difference in the world. So thank you for that. Thank you for all my supporters. You guys are awesome. Let's keep educating ourselves, keep learning, keep asking questions. I love answering your questions, guys. And I hope now you have a little bit more education about Islamophobia and me and how I deal with it. And yeah. Until next time, guys. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace. Okay, bye.